What's going on, everybody? I'm here with my boy Christian. He is going to be the videographer or the guy behind the camera, and he is going to tour my newest rig, which is the rooftop tent on a Jeep Gladiator. It's really nice to actually have somebody else holding the camera while I just talk, and he's going to have the conversation just like I do on all of my tours. So thank you, Christian. Go give him a follow at Hankel.photography. He built his van while I was doing the slides of all of this stuff. So we're gonna show the pull-out kitchen, we're gonna show a sliding deck, we're gonna show the rooftop tent. I'm gonna show it all. I'm gonna talk about why I have a Jeep Gladiator. Christian is gonna be the one quarterbacking. He's gonna one navigating this entire tour. Stay tuned for all of it, because it is going to be a doozy.
Exterior first, maybe? Should we start in the order of things that you put on?
I don't know, but good question. Yeah, we're gonna start kind of on the outside, I think. Well, the whole thing was on the outside.
That's true. Tell me a little bit about the vehicle that we got here.
All right, so I got a 2020 Jeep Gladiator. I've had two vans that I built out, and now I have this one, all of which have been called Ghost, because that's my brand.
Yeah.
The Ghost acronym was Ground Home Operation Stealth Transportation, and that was in reference to the van line. I kept Ghost for now Ghost 3, but the acronym is now changed to I don't know what, because somebody gave me a suggestion. I really liked it. I have it written down somewhere.
What was it?
I don't know. I don't know what the Ghost.
Do you want to know something crazy? I never knew that GHOST was an acronym for anything.
Really?
No. I always thought it was
Christian,
just like...
I've been friends with you for like at least 18 months by now.
I thought it was just like a cool name, like, ooh, GHOST.
Ground Home Operation Stealth Transportation. There's also Ghost Overlanding, or Ghost Jeep Life, whatever, Ghost Overlanding. And then there's also going to be eventually Ghost Tiny Homes.
Ooh.
I know, I really haven't told anybody about that. Ghost Tiny Homes will be another acronym. So that'll all be coming at some point.
All right, sweet. So we got a 2020 Gladiator. What trim package you got on this guy?
Trim package?
Well, yeah, you can get can't you get the different kinds of
Oh,
Gladiators?
it's a Sport S. I was this close to getting the Rubicon.
Yeah?
And then I was like, wait a minute. All of the stuff that the Rubicon has on it, which is like suspension upgrades and lifts and all that stuff, I was gonna do myself.
Yeah. Ooh, we got a van back there.
Yeah, we are at a trailhead. So there's gonna be a lot of vans in the background.
So the first thing that I notice is, yeah, the rooftop tent. Obviously, you have a big RTT up there. What kind of rooftop tent are you rocking?
I love Christian's asking
Dude,
questions.
let's get it.
Desert Armor rooftop tent, and I went with them because it fits on a short bed. So I originally was gonna go with the Toyota Tacoma, ended up going with a Gladiator because it just fits me and my personality.
And
so
what's the length of the bed on the Gladiators?
60 inches.
60 inches?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's pretty short.
Yeah.
Because I believe a Tacoma is like a little over that. It's like 64.
So, and that's also why you went with the rooftop style tent that folds over the vehicle as opposed to one that's all on top, is because you have a shorter bed?
Correctamundo. If I wanted the bigger tent, I could, but it would take away from like the Jeep aspect. If you walk around this side with me, the tent would like come over to here.
Yeah.
Right? So I wanted to be able to take this bad boy off. I mean, that's what Jeeps are.
100%. I mean, we had the top off this morning.
We did.
There you
We
go.
took off the front tops.
All right, so Desert Armor rooftop tent. Pretty roomy inside, and then the ladder, just a telescoping ladder to get up top.
Actually, this came with it.
Oh, nice.
This was part of the package. These came with it.
Yeah, and what are those things there hanging?
One I use as a trash, and the other is a shoe holder.
Sweet.
Yeah, or like anything really, like toothbrush, toothpaste, things like just random necessities you have. You can tie them off here if you want to.
You already had the time lapse of you throwing it up. It's ain't nothing tricky at all. It's pretty simple, right?
It's actually pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah.
But you were actually at Dave's shop when we bolted it on.
Yeah.
You gave me a hand. It's about 100 pounds.
Yeah.
Two of us grabbed it pretty easily, but we had three of us. Lifted it up on the rack, which is made by Fishbone Off-Road. Honestly, the reason why I went with Fishbone is because their lead time was they didn't have one. Originally, Desert Armor said that my tent was going to be here a lot quicker. And it actually ended up taking several months instead of like a month. It's just the situation we were in.
Yeah.
But it's all good. It's all good.
What else do you have on this fishbone rack? I see you got something hiding back here.
Yeah, you like those? You like those? They're not Max Tracks, but they're the same
Traction
thing.
devices.
Get you out of dicey situations.
Yeah.
Sand, gravel, whatever you get sunk into. I do have the all-terrain Falcon tires. Did I say that right?
Nice.
Falcon?
Yeah, that's the same ones I got. Falcon Wild Peaks.
On the Black Rhino rims.
So that's basically it for the outside, right? You have the fishbone rack, you got some traction devices, and the RTT. Ooh, how about what's on top of the RTT?
Oh, well,
I
why don't you spin
I
around?
noticed something.
To power my entire situation in the bed of the truck, I have a power system which we'll get to. Charging the battery in there is actually this Sunflare solar panel. 105 watts, but it's flexible. The contours of the tent, you can see it's something that was flexible. There's gonna be a lot of people in the comments gonna be like, oh, you know, you have to put a flexible panel, they need to breathe. Guys, I've done extensive research. Sunflare solar have to be actually adhered directly to it. There's not supposed to be any breathability on these panels. For all the people out there that don't like flexible panels, you don't know Sunflare and their other competitor, which I'm not going to say their name, but their other competitor, they are top of the line solar panels, military grade. It can be hit with like hailstorms. I'm hitting it. As you can see, it's totally fine. I have no problem hitting my panel because that's what they're meant to do. They were built tough.
And then one last little accessory it looks like
yeah.
on this side.
So during the time lapse of me setting everything up, you may have noticed that I was back here for a second. The Rotopex mounting hardware, and there's my Rotopex water tank. So I just took it off of this, put it onto here, and that's actually my sink water source. We will get to that as soon as I start touring that situation.
Dive into the meat and bones in here. The slides, the thing that everyone's been waiting to see.
We'll start with I guess the deck first. Not only do I have sink water, but I have, this would be, now, I'm not actually camping. Chris and I just went out to the woods just so we could do this video. So I don't have water in here, but normally this would be filled up with water, and this would be my potable or drinkable water. I would put that anywhere, it doesn't matter. This is a sliding deck that I originally designed because I wanted extra storage space. However, I also wanted to, like, if I was alone in this wilderness area, and instead of setting up camp with like folding chairs and a folding table, I wanted to just pull up somewhere, whether it was a lake or woods or somewhere, and just have somewhere to sit and have somewhere to just maybe eat or something like that. So I made this deck that I could do that.
Sweet.
And this is the table. It's on the Lagoon mount, which is very popular in the van marine world. And then this obviously doubles as a storage facility.
Oh, nice.
So I've got, I actually got a folding table. I got my poop shovel.
There we go.
Very important. You know, pepper spray, bear spray, a motion sensor light. And then that's actually a portable dog bath that I use for a shower.
It's a lot of storage under there.
Yeah, but I got more.
And you got more storage.
I do.
What's this?
This folds down. This is my backrest. I got the Guzzle H2O. I can pull water from a stream or a lake or whatever.
Yeah.
I can, hook this up and it will pull water into one of my tanks that I carry with me. And then I can use that as, it's a filtration process.
So it's
I
a
can
pump
use it for
and a filter built in. Nice.
Yeah, it's all, I can pull it out real quick just for Guzzle's purposes because they're nice to me, so. Yeah, it's actually really, really.
And super compact, pump and filter in one. That is sweet.
These guys are great. I actually bought this. They gifted me something else, but I bought this one. And then I got a couple folding chairs. Pull this out, sure. We'll eventually get to it. That's my cooktop.
Okay. So you got your fresh water, we've got your sink water, and then now you're cooking as well.
Right. I was actually going to sit on the deck if you want me to demonstrate it.
Dude, yeah, let's see it.
Because let's hope it holds me. Now, I'm a big guy. You guys can probably see in frame that I'm pretty thick. I'm trying to lose some weight. I would say right now I'm on about $185, $190.
And what are these slides rated for?
500.
Oh, nice.
550, technically. I believe they were from Otis. By the way, I actually have not, I've only sat on this once and it hasn't been set up. So I'm still trying to figure out the best way to get onto the contraption.
Yeah, I would just sit on it, honestly, then throw my legs up.
Just come up here and like...
That's what I think's the best move.
Oh man, I'm so scared. It's holding me.
Yeah?
You can do one of these.
Yeah.
And now this can, go down if I wanted it to, but...
You got seating space and somewhere to work if you want to get some...
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I could lower this.
There we go. Look at that. That was sweet.
Pretty cool, actually.
That is pretty cool.
I actually have not done this yet. I was just praying that it was gonna work. Oh,
And now you can get a better view of that table too.
Oh yeah, this was a custom job I did. This is a bamboo, obviously matches the rest of my van. Wow, did I just say van?
Jared.
Damn it. This matches the rest of the rig. The epoxy is made by Total Boat, which is oddly enough, I'm wearing their shirt.
Shout out Total Boat.
Yeah, Total Boat. Their varnish that is a boat varnish is covering my all of the bamboo here. Now, the reason I bring this back up is so the slide can go back in because it will hit the gate. Let's go back in with this. Now, I'm only going to really bring that out again for when I want to sit. Right?
Yeah.
If I, like,
And it has
mostly for
storage.
yeah.
Exactly. Okay, sweet.
Yeah, this is the pull-out kitchen, I guess, right?
Yeah.
If I was to cook, I would just do this. This is one of those, like, dual, propane gas or whatever it is.
Well, that's what I thought was really cool is the fact that you can do propane or butane, which is not the easiest thing to find, I don't think. One that does both and is single burner.
Yeah, I think I got off Amazon. I think it's nice to just have both because a butane, from what I understand, from what I've learned from you,
Yeah.
is it like it doesn't work in some climates?
Butane isn't as effective in high altitudes or low temperatures,
Okay.
and propane does fine in high
Well,
altitudes. Yeah.
So that's what I would do is boom, boom, done and done, call it a day. You just lock it into place and then
Boom,
you cook
easy.
with it. Start on, I guess, this side of the kitchen. This entire box right here, it slides back and forth. All of my switches are underneath here. I have exterior lights for here and here.
Oh yeah.
I have water pump, which I won't turn on. And then I have inside light in here, which we can now open. In here is pretty much everything that you need for my kitchen setup, everything. Paper towel holder, the Stanley Cook, everything's Stanley, by the way.
Shout out Stanley.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's...
And that's all held
Great
in
deal.
with these little foam cutouts.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Yeah.
I got my French press. I got another water jug. I love this thing. This thing is just like, you can make oatmeal or soup in here. It's freaking awesome. Coffee, everything. One of Christian's favorite things.
Oh yeah, this table is sweet.
So that table does pop out, and I use that as just an extra table if needed.
And that's like invisible. When it's pushed in, you would never know it was there. That is sweet.
And then the coolest part, or another cool feature, is I can have that shut and I can still push it open.
That thing just disappears once you push it in.
So I found those slides are, I believe they say they're 100 rated.
Okay.
But they are push slides.
Yeah.
I found those off of Amazon.
And you're probably never gonna have 100 pounds on there.
No.
I mean, you can put your cooktop on there, your
That's
lunchbox.
actually what I'm going to with it.
Yeah.
So that actually will hold that there, and then I can actually cook right there.
That's
if I wanted
perfect.
to. I'll leave that open for everybody right
Yeah.
now. This is like, I actually just like the lunchbox a lot. But
Nostalgic.
this has all my gear in it. Has an extra thing of butane. It's got a power source or a mini inverter. Soap for a shower.
It's kind of like the miscellaneous box.
Miscellaneous box. I'm actually going to take these out and hold them, and you'll see why in a minute. It's got my Leatherman. It's got some lights. Miscellaneous everything in there, man.
I like it. This is my first time seeing a lot of this stuff.
Is it?
The paper towel holder was new.
Oh, you like it?
Yeah, I like it.
Oh, cool. Like I was saying, everything is bamboo on here. The surfaces are 3/4 inch. All of the panels are 1/4 inch bamboo, or excuse me, 1/4 inch marine grade plywood with a bamboo veneer. I mean, I did a couple build videos on how I did certain things, but yeah, I just like the look of bamboo with
Looks
a black
real
trim.
good. Looks
Yeah?
real good.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, it's clean.
Dometic sink, very popular in the RV world. I just happened to put it into a
Overland
rig.
build, yeah.
Water is already here. That's the fresh water, or that's the water for sink, I guess.
Yeah, the Rotopex.
And I can just turn this switch on, and you might hear the pump. Pump is now ready to go, and now there it is.
Boom. Easy.
That's a 2-gallon Rotopex. I have a second Rotopex with another 2 gallons. So technically, for sink water or like washing dishes or things like that, I've got 4 gallons of water if needed.
Which is plenty for a weekend getaway or even a longer trip than that.
Plenty.
Yeah.
The water was probably the hardest thing that I was like trying to figure out. Like I didn't know what I was gonna do with the water. What's nice is the gray water, which we have trouble with in vans and things like that.
Yeah.
I have it as portable. So underneath It just drains down. This is a very common drain.
Same one I have in my van. Yeah.
It's a low profile, like a, what are those called? A trap. So that's just like an RV trap. And it just drains into this, you know, military grade, whatever it is, a 5-gallon tank. And I can just go and dump that after it's done. Obviously, make sure you guys use any biodegradable soaps, Dr. Bronner's or Miss Myers, I think it is. Yeah. Dometic
We'd love to see it.
28?
Yeah, I think so.
CFX 28. So it's empty right now because I not have anything going on. But it's plugged in.
I can hear that.
So,
Little purr.
oh, you just heard the purr, yeah. I haven't seen too many overlanding rigs that have a built-in refrigerator. You have to like put it in and then plug it in separately.
Yeah.
I hardwired this thing in, so this thing is constantly running.
Well, speaking of wiring, where does the wiring for all these lights, water pumps, fridges, where does that all go to? And I noticed you grabbed a little tool out earlier as well.
Where did I put it? It's in my back pocket. So we got the power source. All the wires are actually just tucked underneath here. And you can get a shot underneath if you want. I can actually.
I mean, I was there during the wiring process, and it was definitely.
These are all the wires, and I'm still working on tucking them away. But when they do retract back in, the problem is you have to the wires have to expand.
Yeah.
So you have to I have to get a like a spring almost.
Okay.
These slides are off Amazon. They were 250-pound rated.
Wires run underneath, and this is where they end up, I'm guessing.
Bear with me, everybody, while I take this off.
And this is something you wouldn't necessarily ever need to take off unless there was an issue or you wanted to add something to your fuse box.
The panel I'm taking off right now, it's interesting. Christian and I actually did a camping trip not too long ago, and it was what did it get down to? 20-something degrees.
Yeah. It was like mid-20s, I think, at night.
And what I do is I actually take this panel off because my fuse box is right here.
Oh, nice.
And the reason that is I need access to my fuse box is because my heater, I need to plug it into the fuse box. Portable diesel heater that I have from the company called Expedition Outfitters. Fantastic, this little planar heater. And it worked like a freaking charm. It was great.
So that's one of the 12 circuit fuse boxes there?
Yeah, I did. I got the big fuse box. I had a 6-pack, but just in case if I added more stuff, I want to make sure that I had the room for it.
Definitely.
Taking off this other panel so you guys can see the other goodies to my electrical system. Always important, having vents so everything in there can breathe.
All right, let me get a look at that. Got all Victron components.
Actually, this thing isn't even hooked up. This is a DC to DC charger, so I could technically charge my battery, which I'm not going to take this one off, but you can see it right there. It's the Relion low temperature 100 amp hour. And this would charge it from my alternator of my Jeep to charge that up. I haven't had an issue. This solar panel is plenty for this guy.
Boom.
To be honest with you, a lot of things I may change over its lifetime of just taking things out or adding things on. If I was to do another one, if I was to rip this out and do it all over again, more than likely I wouldn't do all of this right here.
What would you opt for instead?
I would probably buy a Blue Eddy or the Light Harvest Solar one, which is an all-in-one unit, or even a Goal Zero, like an all-in-one power source. The only reason I didn't was because of that heater. Because that heater I needed to be able to plug in through a fuse box. And looking back at it, it's like, how many times am I gonna go winter camping? The availability to do it, this is overkill.
Cool to see someone put that into an overland build because it's not something that you traditionally see as a whole battery, charge controller, solar panel setup like this, I feel like.
No, I mean...
Not to this extent.
Not to this extent. You know, I do have underlights, by the way, at nighttime, so lights can shine down on the ground, which you guys will see probably in a vlog at some point in my life. So running the lights, running the refrigerator, anything I'm charging, anything that's USB charged, I have 4 USB ports in there.
So that's like the main thing you do differently, more simplified electrical setup?
Yeah.
And then besides from that, do you have anything planned for this build in the future that you haven't done yet?
Oh, shower.
Shower.
I actually was gonna put another one of these Rotopex things right here. I'm gonna put one right here. However, I do have one shower. We can go take a look at it. So even after all my storage, I still have to carry a bin with me. It's because this guy right here, toilet, honestly all it is a seat to sit on, and then you put the bag and you can poop in a bag, or you dig a hole and you poop in the hole.
Better than squatting.
This is the geyser shower.
Nice.
So it's pretty much like a glorified sponge bath.
Heated too, right?
Yeah, so I plug it into a 12-volt port, which I have over on my rig, and plug this in, heat the water up, and then I can shower myself.
And then you're thinking about getting a new one, you're saying?
The other one that was, honestly, it was offered to me, so I kind of just accepted the offer. But it was it's one of those portable propane ones.
Okay, nice.
So they make a quick release, mount. So the mount would go onto the rack,
Okay.
and then I can quick release the actual unit off of the mount that they're gonna send as well.
Gotcha.
So I would have a propane shower. The only thing I really need now is the curtain. I have one, but I need to make a mount for it.
If you're out in nature, man, you can just let it all hang out.
I can let my freak flag fly.
Exactly.
But, I mean,
in a spot like this, probably not. We got
no,
a lot
there's
of
too many people around.
Suspension, anything planned with that?
Okay, so I am going to be adding stuff like that. So I'm adding
Exterior accessories, maybe?
Yeah, I'm definitely adding a suspension. I'll be adding the running rails. or
Okay,
whatever those are
nice.
called.
Yeah.
Bumpers for sure,
Heck yeah.
and probably a winch to.
Light bar, Baja lights, anything like that?
Definitely light bar.
Okay, sweet.
I don't know, Christian. What do you think? Do you think I could live out of this full time if I needed to?
Could?
Yes.
100%. I know people that live out of Priuses.
Ooh, touche.
You know?
Yeah.
Well, I think you could comfortably live out of this for months.
Yeah, very comfortably.
Yeah.
Especially in the summertime.
You don't need a whole lot to be happy, man. Sweet, dude. This is an insanely well thought out, well built overland rig you got here.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, quite the switch up from doing 2 vans in the past to now something like this, and it's interesting for me seeing what you're able to do with such a small space after those 2 vans, and now being able to put that knowledge into something completely different, but still using the same sort of techniques and stuff. Very cool.
I'm gonna thoroughly enjoy this. I guess a lot of people have asked why I went from a van to this, and I guess my best answer would be the van was my daily driver, and I was tired of having my daily driver as my house. So now I have a daily driver. I get to use it as an actual car, as a vehicle.
Your needs changed a little bit, and your intended use changed.
I wanted to plant roots down somewhere, and I eventually want to have, like I said at the beginning of the video, the tiny homes. I want to be involved in designing and making tiny homes, and either for myself or for others, and container homes I really want to heavily get into. All that stuff looking into the future, I just wanted a rig where I could also go out and enjoy nature when possible, really.
Well, I can't speak for anyone else, but I am very excited to see what the future holds for Ghost.
My man, thank you so much.
Of course, brother.
And I didn't leave van life by any means.
Definitely not.
I think overlanding and van life are very, very hand in hand. Wouldn't you say?
100%, yeah. Just that nomadic spirit.
The nomadic spirit.
Yes, sir. All right.
Hey, also let me know in the comments below if you would like Christian to be one of my videographers, because I need to bring on some more videographers, and I know Christian so well. Plus he shoots with a Sony, which is what I shoot with. Christian is going to be, I think, part of the Ghost team, the Ghost Squad, whatever you want to call it. I think he's going to do some tours. What do you guys think? All right, guys, I'm going to pay him, obviously. All right, guys, I'm out of here, and thank you so much for checking out the new rig.
Later.
Later.